one could say that living in a van is a unique situation, going to work and coming home to a bed and like running water and electricity, like that's simple. This is not simple.
We've been on the road now for 6 months and 2 days, and we've been living in it for the last 12,000 miles, from Boston all the way to California.
I don't know, one day we went to the dealership and we came home with a van and started building our life inside of it.
I live in Seattle, Washington. I came out here for a construction job, and that transitioned into woodworking. The purpose of my Promaster is multifunctional. I designed it as a van that can be used for work, used for weekend adventures, used for hauling stuff.
I think the key thing is you just have to be open to anything.
We drive all over the western U.S.
And the entire time we've known each other, we've always been planning this big adventure.
That river looks cool over there, and that's where we spent the night.
A lot of people will just be afraid to make the wrong decision their whole life, that they won't really commit.
I think being lost often is sometimes the best adventure.
So I don't just live in the van, I also work in it full time. I'm an adventure wedding photographer, and this is my office.
We drive off-road every day. You can't slow down too much because you have to make it to a job the next day. The comfort of the front-wheel drive was a big thing for us.
When we picked her up, she was a bare metal shell, and we built everything together from the ground up. You know, the floor, the walls, the ceiling.
So much love had gone into building the inside of the van.
The way we have it configured, we have about 6'3" across where the bed's located. If you're gonna live in a van, you have to take the small comforts where you can.
Do you want to get the milk out?
Being able to make this environment that is your home, and also your closet and your garage and your living room and your kitchen, like that's what gets me stoked.
I personally like the way it drives, the way it sits up high, and also the turning radius is really ridiculous. It's great. I can park this anywhere.
Our surroundings kind of control the way we live our life. So the van, it needs to fit us, and then it needs to fit all of the gear that fuels our adventures.
Plan was to do a year. I'm pushing for 2.
You never get to this comfortable state where you're just rinse and repeat.
There's nowhere to hide, there's nothing to hide.
I think being able to bring your home with you makes it easy to be adaptable to anywhere you are.
We can stand, sit, and lie down. As simple as that is, like, that's kind of a big deal.
I believe in adventure over settling down and gathering a lot of stuff.
In the van, everything's ready to go. It requires little to no packing. It requires little to no planning.
We push each other, we both have separate dreams. I think realizing that that's what our life can continue to look like. I mean, we're just limitless. Like, we could live on Mars if we wanted to, you know?
Being able to go out somewhere and just find a place to park, and that's all you really need to be happy. I don't know, it's like the new American dream's a parking spot.